veteran Nollywood actor Chinwetala, who was arrested by the Department of State Services for interrogation, has been flown to Abuja as part of investigations for allegedly inciting members of the public. The actor was first arrested by the Nigerian Army on October 7, 2021, around Upper Iweka in Onitsha, Anambra State. The army had come out to say it arrested Agu for soliciting support for the separatist group Indigenous People of Biafra. He was subsequently handed over to the DSS for investigation and prosecution. However, a relative of the Nollywood actor told Punch that the family had been denied access to him. The relative, who wished to remain anonymous because of the sensitivity of the case, said Agu was first moved from Anambra to Enugu and then to Abuja. He said attempts to see him in Abuja were rebuffed by the DSS. He said, "We spent 2 days trying to ascertain his whereabouts. We were later informed that he was moved to Enugu and then Abuja. We heard that the idea is to move him away from the southeast. We have made efforts to see him, but the DSS has not granted us access. Even the lawyers have not been allowed to reach him," the relative said. Agu, who has starred in several movies, including Rattlesnake, the Ahana story, which is now showing on Netflix, has been a known supporter of the Biafra struggle. You know that this whole thing is getting twisted. At some point, we learned that the DSS, the army, released him, handed him over to the police, and what have you. They were denying it, but now it is coming out now that his offense is that he was inciting members of the public, inciting them. Southeast governors, what are you people doing? You know the injustice going on, but you are looking the other way around. The only people that can do anything, do anyhow in this country are Fulani S-men, Gumi, the bandits, anybody coming from the north. They can do anything. They can, of course, they are taking lives of people and nothing will happen. And you guys know all of these things and you are keeping quiet. You were keeping quiet and you are still keeping quiet. And some people begin to misyan, talk nonsense. Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do this? Why would you do that? I remember that Idris Abdulkarim saying that it would be an offense now for you to be speaking Igbo now. That is the... So is it not happening? Gumi is out there taking pictures with armed bandits, sharing them money in the forest. This country is full of evil, honestly, and injustice. They shall all pay for their evil deeds. That is it. That is the injustice we keep fighting. The terrorist Gumi has done worse than Agu, who has invited or arrested him. This government is evil and Southeast governors won't say anything. And somebody say, why will you be calling Southeast? Why will you be calling Southeast governors? Why would they not be called? Next time, let him behave like an elder. Really? Is there anything wrong with what he did? This is one of the things fueling the agitation. It should be tried. Tried for what? Tried for what? For what? I still find it difficult to understand why an offense committed in Anambra or any other state for that matter is business of Abuja. Is it that there are no courts in the whole of Anambra state? Why should an offender be whisked to Abuja just like that? It does not sound right. People hang sophisticated rifles on their neck. They put it there. They show it to you. What can you do to stand in the midst of government officials? And no one arrested them. Someone goes to the forest and take pictures with armed bandits and terrorists, and no one arrested him. Some people carry guns, kill farmers, burn houses, rape women, and commit all kinds of atrocities. And the government said that they should be given grazing routes. Another wore cloth and was arrested and flew to Abuja. I don't understand all this. It can never continue like this. That is how governments operate. But one day, monkey go to market, no go return. It's like with all his education, he didn't weigh the gravity of his action. I pray they should just warn him and let him go and see no more. Seeing what, Mr. Cow, you and your masters are chasing shadows. Why the house is on fire? They can't silence everyone in the country. Never. It is very bad for DSS to leave the burning building and go after the rabbits. How did we get here as a country? The coming of Buhari got us here. We were talking about corruption. Corruption was the in thing then, and isolated cases of a Boko Haram. And now see what is happening. The corruption is something is in another high level gear. That is the level of corruption that we have found ourselves. Not to talk of insecurity, not to talk of impunity of the highest order. Wow. This DSS is a disgrace, just like a NSO of those days under this same Buhari. When I was with NSO under Alhaji Umaru Shikamfi, it was not like this. You lied. Go and ask what happened to UPN and Awolowo Obafemi. Now somebody will be telling us, this whole thing has started from the beginning. Biafrans must leave. The Northerners must die chasing Biafrans. We are not one of them. Stay on your own. Not be by force. Why would they? You don't want to say, if DSS arrest for what? Why you not tell them? All this, they have their foot soldiers on social media. Keyboard warriors. Could this be a case of killing a fly with a bazooka? Or more, if DSS arrests you, that means Buhari don't hear the name. Buhari don't know your name. Who be Buhari? It's no person name. Because they are occupying the position, a position that they do not merit in the first place. This old man needs to borrow little sense. Like the fool who raised you, Abi. It's you and your brother that put Nigeria in this mess. I thought they said he has been released. Released to DSS. Army released him. DSS re-arrested him. Beautiful. Where are those that were clapping for him? What offense did he commit? Just wearing ordinary clothes. You mean for wearing ordinary clothes? Okay. His eyes were clear. Biafra is really a nightmare to Arewa. Of course, they don't want the country to break. Anybody. That's why they are telling you that IPOB is more dangerous than bandits. That is the way they see it. You see that they see people that all the people that have been kidnapping people, they will tell you that they have rescued them. Oh, some people paid ransom. But at the end of the day, you will not hear that the army go after them. Even a whole what did they call it? NDA was attacked. See, today nobody heard anything about those who attacked that army base. We stay in country where an average person from the other side, apart from North, is called a threat to national security. And that is exactly what the former chief of army staff, E.A. Jirika, that is what he's even saying. Well, these are the things Buhari will be remembered for. He really pressed his luck too far by appearing in that dress. He should have known the implications, as soldiers are everywhere in Anambra. Well, my dear, it was just a fool thinking he will get away with this action. But Buhari, if you think you can get away with all this havoc you have caused in this country, unless I'm not serving a living God. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.